On my wedding night, I hid under the bed to prank my husband, and I heard him hook up with my maid of honor. 2 months later, that same man got served annulment papers in the middle of a sales meeting and lost everything before lunch. That was the night I learned betrayal has a sound. Leather shoes, a zipper, my best friend giggling in my honeymoon suite. I watched their feet from the gap under the bed skirt. His polished wedding shoes stepped in first, then her red heels. He sighed like he'd been starving all day. Finally, I thought that reception would never end. She laughed. You played loving husband perfectly, she cried during your vows. I bit my fist so hard I tasted blood. Then he asked if I knew. She said no. Then fabric hit the floor. Next, the bed frame shook. Again, her laugh. Then his voice, low and smug. Same time tomorrow? Of course. She'll be exhausted. I stayed still until they left in shifts, like professionals. I crawled out, shaking, still in my wedding gown, mascara burning my eyes. Then I saw a tiny lens hidden in a floral arrangement my friend had placed in the room. Her own camera had been recording the bed. I almost laughed. Instead, I fixed my makeup and went downstairs smiling like a perfect bride. At the reception, I hugged my husband and felt nothing. I hugged my best friend and felt colder. I danced, I toasted, I played my part. Back in the suite, the camera was gone, but my husband made one mistake. He left his phone on the nightstand while he showered. I opened it with my birthday and found 18 months of texts in plain sight. Hotels, photos, jokes about me. I took over 200 screenshots before he came out. The next morning, I kept digging from my car. It wasn't 18 months, it was 3 years. They started sleeping together almost as soon as he and I started dating. They mocked my engagement. They mocked my trust. He even admitted he married me for access to my family's legal connections. I called my sister and said one sentence: I need the most ruthless family law attorney in the city. By Monday, I had counsel and a war plan. We filed for annulment on fraud, not divorce. We froze exposure points, secured my assets, and built a civil case for damages. I cloned his phone data to cloud backup. I documented my friend entering our suite at night with her own keycard while he sent me to the spa, time-stamped photos, hallway camera, clean chain of evidence. Tuesday at 9 a.m., the doors blew open. He got served at work. She got served during a client consult. HR at both companies received a packet showing the affair, the lies, and company resources used to fund it. Brides started canceling her contracts before noon. His employer put him on immediate leave. He called me 30 times. I blocked every number. He pounded on my condo door that afternoon. Please just talk to me. This is a misunderstanding. I answered through the chain lock. Talk to my attorney. When he refused to leave, police escorted him out. The legal part moved fast because the evidence was brutal. Text threads, hotel bookings, witnesses who cracked the second subpoenas landed. His coworker admitted helping cover the affair and flagged separate sales fraud issues inside his company. My ex went from top performer to internal investigation in days. My former friend's wedding business collapsed almost as fast. Partners split. Vendors blacklisted her. Clients vanished. No screaming, no drama, just receipts, filings, and consequences. At the annulment hearing, the judge said the marriage was fraudulent and void. 60 seconds. Done. No shared property. Restraining order stayed in place. The fraud lawsuit settled later. He paid heavily. She paid too. Both to avoid a public trial where every message would become permanent record. I put a big chunk into a legal fund for women who can't afford to fight back. 6 months later, I moved into a new house, got promoted, and slept peacefully for the first time in years. My sister still checks on me. My parents stopped blaming themselves. I'm dating someone kind who never asks me to shrink so he can feel bigger. As for my ex and my ex-friend, they're still living in the crater they dug with their own hands. People ask if I went too far. I say no. A mistake happens once. They chose this for 3 years, every day, with a smile to my face. I didn't ruin their lives. I ended access to mine and let consequences do their job. Tell me in the comments, was this revenge or just accountability?